Welcome back to the deep dive. Usually when we crack open a new topic, we're looking at these huge abstract
We
frameworks.
do. We love the big picture stuff.
Exactly. But I was looking through the source material for today, and it hit me that sometimes the most, immediate survival scenario isn't some global crisis.
No, not at all.
It's standing in a shop in another country, holding a bottle of water, and just realizing you have no idea how to ask what it costs.
Or understanding the answer when they give it to you.
Yeah.
That's a very specific kind of panic. It's really about agency, isn't it?
Agency. That's a perfect word for it.
You can know all about the history of the pyramids, but if you can't buy the ticket or count your change, you're sort of walking around blindfolded.
That's why I'm actually really excited for today. We are taking a very specific, very tactical, deep dive into what the source material calls Lesson 2.
Right.
We're tackling the absolute essentials of Egyptian Arabic. Numbers and basic questions.
This is the toolkit. This is where the rubber meets the road. If you can get a handle on what we're covering today, you go from being a silent observer to an actual participant.
So here's the mission, and I'm taking it on right alongside everyone listening. By the end of this deep dive, we should be able to count from 1 to 10
Okay.
and ask the two questions that basically run the world: how much and how many?
Simple, but so powerful. And I want to flag something from the source notes right at the top. The goal here isn't speed.
Oh, that's a relief.
Yeah, you'll hear native speakers just rattling them off, but you don't need to do that. The goal is clarity.
Which is good because I've been looking at the pronunciation guide and there are some sounds here that I'm pretty sure my mouth has never made before.
We'll get to those. There is some vocal gymnastics involved, but we're going to take it slow. I'll be the guide, and you can be the brave volunteer trying them out.
I'm ready. I've got my water. Let's unpack this. We're starting with the absolute foundation: numbers.
Numbers, you can't avoid them. Prices, phone numbers, addresses, the time.
They're everywhere.
Exactly. And the source material breaks them down into two nice digestible batches of 5. So let's start with the first batch, 1 through 5.
All right, let's do it. Number 1.
Number 1 is Wahed.
Wahed. Okay, that feels surprisingly straightforward.
The
Wahed.
gentle start. Wahed. Now, moving on to number 2, this is Etteen.
Etteen.
Correct, Etteen. It's got a nice snap to it.
Wahed etteen. Okay, I'm with you. What about 3?
3 is Talata.
Talata. I like that one. It's very rhythmic. Talata. Kind of rolls off the tongue.
It does. It's like a little waltz. Talata. Okay, now, here's where we hit our first, let's say, speed bump.
Oh.
This is where we have to pay attention to the notation in our notes.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. I'm looking at number 4, and it's spelled A-R-B-A, and then there's a number 3 right in the middle of the word. Is that a typo?
It is not a typo, no. This is a fascinating bit of, like, modern linguistics.
Mm.
When texting and the internet started, Arabic speakers didn't always have Arabic keyboards.
Yeah.
So they developed a system, Arabisi, where they use numbers to stand in for Arabic sounds that don't have an English letter.
Okay, so what sound is a 3?
It represents the letter ain. It's a deep, guttural sound from the middle of your throat. And they use the number 3 because the Arabic letter for ain actually looks like a backwards 3.
Whoa, that's so cool. So it's visual, but how do I say it? It's not arba'a, is it?
No, not a soft value
Yeah.
to sort of tighten your throat muscles, like a doctor's using a tongue depressor. The word for 4 is arba 3a.
Arba. Arba 3. I can feel that little bit of friction in my throat. Arba 3A.
That's it. That's the vibration you want. Arba 3a. It's a very distinct sound.
Arba 3A. Okay, I am definitely going to have to practice that one. It feels like a workout.
It is a workout. You're using muscles English just ignores. But let's finish this first batch. Number 5.
Number 5.
5 is kamsa.
Kamsa. Now, wait, I feel like I've seen that word, the Kamsa hand symbol.
Exactly. The hand of Fatima. It literally means 5 for the 5 fingers. But let's look at the pronunciation. It starts with that ka sound.
Right. Kamsa. Is that another special sound?
It is. Think of the tree sound in the Scottish Loch or the German Bach.
Yeah.
It's that scraping sound at the back of your throat. Kamsa.
Kamsa, like I'm clearing my throat.
Precisely. Kamsa.
Okay, can we just recap that first batch? I want to lock them in.
Good idea. Here we go. 1 through 5. Wahed. Etteen. Talata. Arbathria. Kamsa.
Wahed, etteen, talata, opera 3, kamsa. Once you get the rhythm, those trickier sounds just become part of the beat.
That's the secret. Don't overthink the aim. Just let it be part of the flow.
All right, feeling good. Let's move on to the next set, 6 through 10.
Okay, so number 6 is actually a bit of a gift. It is Seta.
Seta. That sounds a lot like 6. That's an easy one to remember. Seta.
It is. It's a cognate. Seta.
Yeah.
Now for number 7, we see that 3 symbol pop up again. 7 is Sab 3A.
Sab 3. Okay, so it's not Saba, it's Sab 3, engaging the throat muscles.
You're getting the hang of it. Sab 3A. Next up is 8, Tamanya.
Tamanya. That's a lovely word. It sounds very melodic compared to the others.
It is. And then 9 brings us back to that little crunch. 9 is Test 3.
Test 3, there's that 3 again. It's getting a serious workout today.
It's one of the signature sounds of the language.
Yeah.
And finally, the big finish, number 10. 3, Ashara.
Whoa, starts it off with a 3 Shara.
Yes, 3 Ashara. So the second batch is Seta, Sab 3, Tamanya, Test 3, 3 Ashara.
Seta, Sab 3, Tamanya, Test 3, the Shara. It's amazing when you lay them out, you realize half the numbers from 1 to 10 have that deep 3 sound. Arba 3, Sab 3, Test 3, Ritra.
You can't avoid it. And that's why the source material put so much emphasis on it. If you try to speak Arabic without that sound, you're not really, speaking the language.
You're speaking a different version of it.
Exactly. People might struggle to understand you. So you have to embrace the throat squeeze.
Okay, embrace it. Can we try the full run, 1 to 10? I just want to hear the music of it.
Let's do it. Listen to the flow. Wa, etin, talata, arbatria, kamanza, seta, sabtria, tamanya.
Very sure. I love it. Okay, but here's the thing. I can count to 10 now, but if I walk into a shop and just start shouting 3, 5, 10 at someone.
Right. Not very helpful.
I'm not really communicating. I'm just listing numbers. I need context.
Context is everything.
Yeah.
And the source material moves us right into the most common scenario, shopping.
The universal language of commerce. Okay, I see something. I have my wallet. How do I ask the price?
This is maybe the most important phrase in the Traveler's Handbook. The phrase is, da become.
Okay, let's break that down. Da become.
Da just means this. Com means how much. And that little b in the middle is a preposition. It basically means for. So literally, this for how much.
Da become. That's short, punchy. I like it.
Very efficient. You just point at the item and say, da become.
Okay, so I have asked the question. The shopkeeper answers. But I probably need to know what currency we're even talking about.
Good point. If you don't know the currency, the number is meaningless. The source clarifies that the Egyptian pound is called the guinea.
Guinea. That sounds weirdly familiar, like guinea, the old coin.
Spot on. It's historically derived from the British guinea. It's a little linguistic fossil. Guinea.
Guinea.
Okay, so let's use the example from the notes. Imagine you asked da become, and the answer is that it cost £5. The shopkeeper would say, da becomes a guinea.
Da becomes a guinea. Okay, I hear comes in there for 5 and guinea for the pound. But I also noticed that little B attached to the number again, becomes.
Sharp ear. That B mirrors your question. Just like you asked Bacon for how much the answer is becomes for 5, it links the question and answer.
Oh, that's a really helpful structure. It's like a loop. You hear the B and you know the price is coming next.
Exactly. It signals your brain to listen for the number.
Okay, so da become is for price. But what if I want to know, I don't know, how many people are in a room? Or how many stops are left on the metro?
Right. So you're asking about quantity, not price.
Yeah.
For that, we have a different question from the source. To ask, how many are there? You say, fekam. Yep. Fi means there is, or there are, and kam is how many. So, fekam.
Fekam.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
And this is where we can shift to talking about yourself. The source gives a great example of using numbers to describe your own life. Moving from shopping to, ownership.
Which is often the first thing people ask you, right? Do you have siblings? Do you have kids?
Precisely. Family comes up fast. So the example sentence is, Anna 3 Andy Atin Equat.
Whoa, okay. That's a lot. Let's unpack that. Anna 3 Andy Atin Equat.
Let's do it piece by piece. Anna is easy. Anna means I.
Anna. Got it.
Now, 3 Andy, this is really interesting. Arabic doesn't really have a verb for to have in the same way English does. 3 Andy literally means at me.
At me.
Yes. So you're not saying I possess 2 siblings. You're saying at me, there are 2 siblings.
Wow, that's a completely different way of thinking about the world. Ownership is proximity. At me.
It is. Anna 3 Andy. And notice the 3 sound again. 3 Andy.
The ain is everywhere. Okay, Anna 3 Andy.
Then comes the number, etin, which we know is
2. That's number 2.
correct. And finally, ikwat, which means siblings.
So Anna 3 Andy Ektin Equat. I have 2 siblings.
And you can just swap that number out. If you have 3 siblings, what would you say?
Anna 3 Andy Talata Equat.
Perfect. See? You're building sentences now. You're not just repeating, you're using the building blocks.
That feels really good. It's like Lego. Once you have the numbers, you can just slot them in.
That's the beauty of it.
Okay, so let's put this all together. The source material gives us a little script, right? A mini dialogue.
Yes, a classic shop interaction.
Yeah.
I'll be the seller, you be the customer.
Okay, I'm ready. I see a souvenir I like. I'm pointing at it. Here I go. Da bekam.
B3 şara gene.
Tamam.
And scene.
Okay, that was fast, but I said a new word at the end there. Tamam. What's that?
Yes, and I'm glad we're highlighting this. Tamam is one of those magic words. In that dialogue, it means okay or fine.
So the seller says it's 10 pounds, B3 şarjina, and I say tamam, like, okay, cool, or deal.
Exactly. It signals agreement, understanding, or just that everything's good. You'll hear tamam constantly. It's the verbal nod. It's the period at the end of the sentence.
Seems like a great word to have just to close out an interaction so you're not staring awkwardly at each other.
Absolutely. It provides closure. If you only learn one word outside of the numbers today, make it tamam.
Tamam. Got it. You know, looking back at this list, 10 numbers, 2 questions, and a word for, okay, it doesn't seem like a lot, but saying them out loud, it feels like you've unlocked a huge part of daily life.
That's the aha moment.
Yeah.
You don't need the whole dictionary. You just need the high-frequency tools.
Mhm.
But there's one final tip from the source notes I really want to reiterate.
What's that?
The notes emphasize. Numbers are usually pronounced clearly and slowly.
Clearly and slowly.
There is no prize for rushing. It's better to say Sob 3A slowly, emphasizing that 3, and be understood, than to mumble it and pay the wrong amount.
That is excellent advice. Don't rush the Gina.
Take your time. People appreciate the effort.
So what should our listeners do with this info right now to make it active instead of just passive?
The source material actually suggests a little homework challenge. It's called the price tag game.
Ooh, I like games. How does it work?
It says to look around the room you're in, or just imagine items, and say their prices out loud, using the numbers 1 to 10.
Oh, I like that. So my coffee mug right here, I could just pretend it's for sale.
Exactly. Pick it up and say aloud, Daba kamsa gene.
Daba kamsa gine. This is 5 pounds, my pen. Daba etingene.
It connects the word to a physical object. That's how you move it from short-term to long-term memory. You're attaching the sound to a thing.
And it changes how you see the world around you. Suddenly you're not just seeing objects, you're seeing potential interactions.
And that's what language is. It's connection. Suddenly, the noise of a market isn't just noise anymore. It's data. You'll hear someone say, talata, or 3 shara, and it becomes intelligible.
That's a powerful thought. The world gets a little clearer. So, to wrap up, let's do one last rapid-fire count to send everyone off with the rhythm. I'll start. Let's do it.
Wadhed teen.
Kalata.
Arba 3.
Kamsa.
Sub 3.
Tamanya.
Test 3.
3 shara.
There you have it. The first 10 steps. Practice that throat squeeze, everyone.
And remember, every time you do, that strange sound of the 3 or the hair becomes a little less strange and a little more yours.
We'll be back with more. But until then, keep practicing and as always, stay curious.
Tamam.
Tamam. Thanks for listening.